Here, and I got a question from a student about how to highlight on Perusall, and I want to address that question. But first, I want to explain why the Perusall app is set up to make highlighting a little less obvious. And the short answer is that a lot of studies are showing that highlighting is ineffective. For more on this, please Google it, and you can check out this pretty useful 50-second video on Edutopia about the topic. And moreover, what we're trying to do is encourage students to go beyond highlighting and to create annotations. The book, by the way, which I'll recommend for students that are looking to be more self-directed in their learning, also talks about this in chapter 5. And what highlighting does is that it gives you the illusion that you have mastered the material because you see that it is in fact highlighted. And this is especially true if you're highlighting large quantities of text. It can give you the illusion of knowing the material, and you may simply know the words as opposed to understand the content. So there's a lot of literature on how to go beyond highlighting, and the concept is that we're going to try to encourage students, instead of just highlighting, to do annotations, which, as you'll see with Perusal, connect with the highlighting. So here's how it works. Once you jump into one of your courses and you go ahead and you start your reading for the week, you will see that the most obvious tool are the conversation tools. And once again, that's because we're trying to promote social reading. But there is also a notes tool because, as I mentioned, you can take notes for yourself. And this notes tool is going to allow you to make the highlights that you want, but it's going to really encourage that annotation because, as you'll see, if you go ahead and you watch that video and you look at this content, the annotations are really where you really do yourself the benefit of learning. So, how do you get here? So, you would click notes, and what you'll have to do is you'll have to create a new set of notes, which you could use one set for the entire course if you want, or have different notes for different categories of information. And once you have that open, you can go ahead and highlight a particular section, and you will see that it will go ahead and highlight that as you would in your text, and it will put it into your notes. But importantly, it puts it into your notes, and you see that blinking cursor right here. That's meant to inspire you to go ahead and make your annotations about this. What is relevant about this to you, or what are the key words that you're trying to pull out of this? Or let's say you had even highlighted significantly more. Maybe you highlighted the entire paragraph. Once again, the learning theory here suggests that simply highlighting these big blocks of text may actually distract you in the future, especially because the first time you go through the material, you may not know in advance what were, in retrospect, the most important portions. So, large block highlighting, you might actually find that you end up deleting some of these later. But in any event, if you do choose to use this highlighting method, you then will be presented with the opportunity, and I would say suggestion, to annotate. And you can enter here whatever content that you want to enter. You can also enter your hashtags, but they don't work quite as well as they do with the conversations. Now, just a reminder, we're going to try to use the conversations tools because it's also then going to provide access to the rest of the class as to what those uh, comments were, and so you can participate in there. But just to briefly recap, yes, you can highlight using Perusal. Yes, those highlights can be made private to you. And yes, if you wanted to, you could open the note-taking app and you could just highlight large blocks of text like this. That's still doable, but I want you to at least consider before you go ahead and use that technique, which you may have found helpful or at least made you feel productive in your reading. Please take a look at some of the growing literature on highlighting versus annotations and techniques for annotating because although the research does focus more on K to 12, there is also some college work done, and learning science on annotations would be a good topic to look at. You can even jump into Google Scholar if you're interested in learning more. But particularly when we have a problem-based learning curriculum, we're going to be hopefully getting you past the level of just memorizing information to rather understanding and applying it. And that's where annotations are the beginning of that step for you as you're doing your reading. So I hope that you will take this opportunity to experiment with new ways of reading and consider purchasing a copy of Make It Stick. I think it's a great book. And as I mentioned, it's really designed to help you learn how to be a better lifetime learner. I certainly learned a lot of things I was doing that were considered ineffective by the science. I kind of scoffed at this. Haha, I'm an effective student. I know what I'm doing. And the truth is, I am effective. But just because I'm effective didn't mean there weren't ways I could improve. So I hope that you appreciate that this is a little bit of a nudge in a direction which I hope will be an improvement. And again, feel free to check out some of these free materials or that book if you're looking to learn a little bit more about the concept of using annotations to really advance your understanding. And that's where that feature is found here in the Notes app. All right, I hope this was helpful to you and have a great rest of your weekend.